One quiet afternoon, people at a tech event kept stopping for the same reason. Someone would raise a hand, say almost nothing, and suddenly directions, translations, notes, and answers would appear without a phone ever leaving a pocket. It looked too smooth to be real, but before we get to that unsettling future, let us start with the glasses that made the whole industry pay attention. Display rush. It begins with a pair of glasses that did something simple but shockingly important. They made people want a screen on their face. Meta's Ray-Ban display did not just add another camera or another assistant. It moved the phone's most addictive habits closer to the eye. You can read notes like a teleprompter, write messages with neural handwriting, get walking directions, talk to an AI assistant, and keep your hands free while the information floats right in front of you. That is the moment this stops feeling like a gadget story and starts feeling like a replacement story. The shocking part is not only what the glasses can do, it is how fast people wanted them. Demand became so strong that Meta paused part of its international rollout to focus on the United States. Waitlists stretched deep into 2026. That tells you something important. People are not just curious about smart glasses anymore. They are actively trying to move daily phone behavior onto their face. And once that habit starts, it changes how people act. Instead of pulling out a phone, unlocking it, opening an app, and staring down the action becomes shorter, quieter, and almost invisible. A quick glance, a small hand movement, a whisper to the AI. That is what makes this feel so different from the wearable hype of the past. This is not a giant headset that announces itself to the room. It is a socially smoother device that tries to disappear while doing more. That may sound convenient, but it also creates the first big tension in this story. If the screen moves closer to your eye and the assistant becomes easier to reach than the phone in your pocket, what gets left behind first? The phone itself, or the old habit of deciding when you want technology in your life? Because once the glasses start feeling normal, looking down at a slab of glass might suddenly feel old. Phone-free. If Meta made face screens feel desirable, Ray Neo went one step further and challenged the phone directly. At CES 2026, the company showed the X3 Pro Project eSIM, and its pitch was brutally clear. No phone needed. That one sentence is enough to make the whole smart glasses race feel real. The X3 Pro uses built-in eSIM and 4G, so it can handle calls, AI chat translation, and music without leaning on a handset. That changes the emotional logic of the product. Earlier smart glasses often felt like accessories. Useful maybe, cool maybe, but still chained to the phone. Ray Neo is aiming for something more radical. A pair of glasses that can stand on its own. Once that happens, the phone stops being the star and becomes backup equipment. It gets even more interesting when you look at how the glasses present information. Ray Neo is not chasing a giant cinema on your face for this story. It is chasing useful daily overlays, a transparent screen effect, instant language help, context in your field of view, quiet fast, and always ready. That is exactly the sort of shift younger users understand immediately. If a device can give you answers, directions, messages, and media without making you hold anything, why would you keep reaching for a phone every few minutes? And here is where the suspense gets stronger. The real battle is no longer phone versus glasses. It is habit versus habit. We spent years training our thumbs. Now these companies are training our eyes and voices. After hearing that one pair of glasses can work phone-free, comment below with one honest answer. Would you trust glasses with your whole day, or would you still want a phone in your hand? Because from here, the glasses only get stranger. Invisible whisper. Now imagine the opposite of flashy tech. No loud design, no obvious display screaming for attention, just normal-looking frames that quietly feed you information like a secret second brain. That is the unsettling charm of the Even Reality's G2. At first glance, the G2 almost feels less dramatic than the others. There is no outward camera trying to turn every moment into content. No giant futuristic shell, but that is exactly why it stands out. It makes the future look ordinary. These glasses can show translations in more than 30 languages, flash navigation cues, run teleprompter text, and most importantly, offer live AI conversation assistance. That last feature should make anyone pause. The glasses can listen to a conversation, surface key points, show contextual hints, and help you keep up in real time. Think about what that means. You are in a meeting, a classroom, a date, or a fast-moving conversation. Instead of fully relying on memory and attention, a silent layer appears in front of your eyes and helps you stay on track. That is incredibly useful. It is also slightly unnerving, not because it looks aggressive, but because it looks polite. It hides the machine inside something socially acceptable. That subtlety may be the strongest phone replacement clue of all. Phones interrupt the world. You reach down, unlock, scroll, and visibly leave the moment. The G2 tries to do the opposite. It keeps you inside the moment while quietly adding data on top of it. That is a far more powerful form of computing because it does not ask the world to stop while you use it. And once you realize that the strange part is not the hardware, the strange part is how quickly this could feel normal. A generation that already lives through notifications may not see these glasses as strange at all. They may see them as the cleanest version of what the phone was always trying to become. Google Lens. Then Google stepped back into the picture and reminded everyone that software could be the deciding weapon. At MWC 2026, the company showed prototype Android XR display glasses doing live translation directions, video calls, and contextual help through Gemini. It looked like the kind of demo that makes entire companies speed up their roadmaps overnight. Why is that so important? Because hardware gets attention, but software builds ecosystems. Google is not just making another pair of glasses, it is building a platform, and that changes the scale of the threat to phones. Android XR is trying to become the operating system for the next computing layer, the one that sits between your eyes and the world itself. If that succeeds, the phone is no longer the center of your digital life. It becomes one device among many, and maybe not the most important one. Google also linked this future to eyewear brands people already recognize. That matters more than it sounds. Smart glasses fail when they look like lab equipment. They win when they feel wearable all day. Translation, subtitles, walking directions, quick answers, and message handling all become dramatically more powerful when they live inside something people already want to wear. That is the deeper lesson from Google's approach. The next big device might not look like a device at all, and this is where the race starts to feel global instead of experimental. American companies are pushing software and ecosystems. Chinese brands are pushing aggressive hardware ideas and faster product cycles. Korean players are circling with their own entries. Once that kind of pressure builds from every direction, phones stop evolving at the center of the story. They start looking like the old platform everyone is trying to route around. And if this shift is starting to feel real, now is the perfect moment to do one quick thing. If you are enjoying this countdown, give the video a like and subscribe, because the moment glasses can quietly translate a stranger guide you across a city and answer questions without you reaching for your phone, you know this topic is only going to get bigger from here. Camera voice. Now let us talk about the model that pushes the social side of this change even harder. Solo's Ergo V2 is not just about seeing information, it is about asking the world questions through your glasses and getting answers instantly. That sounds futuristic enough on its own, but the real twist is how many AI systems it tries to connect with at once. The Ergo V2 combines a 16-megapixel camera, live video features, multimodal AI and voice interaction in a lightweight frame. That means the glasses can look at what you are seeing, analyze text, identify objects, translate what is in front of you, and give context without you pausing to search on a phone. In practical terms, that is one of the clearest visions of post-phone behavior we have right now. See something, ask, get an answer, keep moving. That flow matters because it turns technology into something more conversational and less app-based. That means the camera is no longer only for content. It becomes a sensor for everyday decisions, a menu, a sign, a product shelf, a face-to-face conversation. The phone used to mediate those moments through searching. These glasses try to mediate them instantly. The phone taught us to open little boxes for everything. One app for maps, one for messages, one for search, one for camera. Smart glasses like this aim to collapse those boxes into a single layer that follows your gaze and voice. It is a huge psychological change. You stop thinking about which app to open and start thinking in questions. But there is a second side to that convenience. Once the camera and AI are always nearby, the line between noticing and analyzing gets very thin. A storefront is no longer just a storefront. A sign is no longer just a sign. A room is no longer just a room. Everything becomes something the glasses can potentially scan, translate, describe, and remember. That is useful. It is also a little eerie. By this point, the replacement story feels impossible to ignore. The glasses are not trying to copy the phone screen exactly. They are trying to make the phone workflow feel slow, and that may be the smartest strategy of all. Screenless Shift. Now for the twist ending. The future might not even need a visible display. Rokid AI glasses style arrives with a lighter, cheaper screenless approach, and that might be the most disruptive move in the entire list. Because if AI glasses can replace phone tasks without a screen, then the shift is even bigger than most people think. Rokid's idea is simple on the surface and bold underneath. Keep the frame light. Use voice-first interaction. Add a camera, open-ear audio, real-time translation meeting summaries, and hands-free capture. Let the assistant handle the heavy lifting. In other words, take the phone's smartest functions and strip away the part people stare at all day. That turns the whole conversation upside down. Maybe replacing phones does not mean putting a tiny phone screen in front of your eye. Maybe it means removing the screen obsession altogether. That is what makes Rokid feel so important. It represents a different answer to the same question. Meta says put information in view. Neo says cut the phone cord entirely. Even says keep the help discreet. Google says build the platform. Solos says make reality searchable. Rokid says maybe all you really need is an always available AI layer that listens, sees, and responds. 6 different strategies, 1 destination. And that destination is why this video matters. For years, people said smart glasses were coming someday. Now the timeline feels much shorter. The pieces are already here: translation, guidance, meeting help, capture, search, messaging, prompts, summaries, context. The phone is still alive, but for the first time in a long time, it looks less like the future and more like the thing being quietly surrounded. There is also a strange possibility hiding inside this screenless path. If younger users get comfortable talking to glasses instead of tapping phones, the entire culture of screens could start to soften. Less looking down, more listening, more asking, more invisible computing all around you. After everything from meta displays to Neo phone-free calling, tell me which future feels more believable to you. A visible display on the lens or a screenless AI assistant? Drop your answer in the comments. Which glasses feel inevitable now? Would you leave phones behind? Let us know in the comments below. Like always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Until next time, do take good care of yourself.